Yes, sir.
I was wondering if you've had an experience with fans that they meet you and they look at you and say maybe one of two things. Number one, you don't look like you sound.
Do I not? Do I not? What do you think I should sound like? And what's the second one?
The second one is, for example,
ooh, the baby gets scared of the baby.
Second one is that if you're familiar with Edward, they see you and say, look, you're not Edward.
Yeah, you know, there are all kinds of fun things that people say when you find. You know, it reminds me of when I was a little kid and when I was growing up in Pittsburgh, and there were DJs on the radio that I used to hear all the time, right? You become so familiar with their voice. And then you go to some supermarket opening or some kind of a thing at the mall, and they're doing an appearance. You're like, come meet so-and-so from KDK Radio. And you go there and like, ew. Because you have an image in your mind of what they must look like based on their voice, and it's often very different. I don't know if I look different from what I sound like. I think I'm probably much older than I sound, but I guess that can't be helped. I just have an absolutely great time meeting you guys. We do what we do in a padded phone booth. I mean, when we record, we are literally in a box about the size of a phone booth, and it has padding all over it, and there's a mic hanging in front of us, and there's a TV screen. There's no audience, there are no other actors, nothing. So if we do a line that's supposed to be funny, there's nobody laughing. If we do a line that's supposed to be emotional, nobody's crying. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing there to draw from. So to come to a convention and get to meet you guys and talk with you in person is about the closest a voice actor will ever get to interacting with an audience like you would normally do on stage, like in a theater production. So I love doing these and meeting you guys. Yes, my dear.
Can you say, don't call me short, I'll tear off your feet and stick them on your head?
I think the actual line is don't call me small. Isn't it?
Oh, don't get something.
No, it's funny that I remember that. I didn't think I would remember that, but
Well, do it.
oh my gosh. It seems so early in the morning to be screaming.
Don't wait, 1 o'clock.
Don't call me small! Break down your feet and stick them on your head!
Oh, the baby's in bed.
Have mercy on me.
We came all the way from Florida to see you.
No, you didn't. Come here.
It's nice to meet you. Who came? Who else came?
Yay, vampire. Are you Yuki?
Yep.
You're awesome. You have a question?
Yes, he wants to hear your back tonight.
Oh, that sounded like a wolf man, didn't it? Oh. What's your name?
Sarah.
Okay. Dang, I wish I was as cool as Dark Mountain. Can she play something for us on her flute? That's awesome! OMG. Beautiful, sweetie. Yes, and the sunglasses.
You like taco?
Oh, are you used?
Yeah.
Sweet. No, don't do it. You're like Hughes at the beach.
Chilling on the beach.
Yes, sir. Question. Yes.
How is it that you ended up doing the video with Little Carribo?
Oh, well, that's a pretty easy one. Will Carribo was going to be a guest at an event I was at, and he contacted me and said, would you be willing to do a little promo video? And I'm like, well, sure. See, Little Carribo thought I was going to beat his face. He thought I was going to beat him up because he teased and kind of made fun sometimes in some of his parodies. But I thought he was hilarious. And so we hit it off when I finally got to meet him, and we've done a couple of events together now. And yeah, he just asked me, I basically said, well, sure, dude, send me whatever you want me to do, and I'll record it and send it back to you, and you can, you can do the animation work to it. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, you can hear it cut now. Okay. That's the weirdest thing, you guys. I did a TV commercial for Sakura-Con in Seattle. I directed it and kind of shot it and put it together. And it was something they wanted, they wanted me to highlight certain things that were going to be at the convention. Like the kind of things that you would expect to experience at an anime convention, right? So one of them was like gaming, cosplay, manga, right, tea parties that they have, and they were going to have a band, a Guruzamesh thing, right? So the TV commercial was a whole bunch of people sitting at a sushi bar. And the first guy goes, oh, I love sushi. He's eating his sushi. And somebody else goes, I love Japan, period. Just like all of it, everything about it. And then somebody else chimes in and says, oh, the cosplay, oh, manga, the tea ceremonies are beautiful. And then some kid at the bar goes, Guruzamesh! He was dressed like somebody that would be into that particular style of music. And that was it. And the next thing you know, the thing went flipping viral. And suddenly everybody everywhere seemed like it was doing Guruzamesh and all that kind of stuff. So I had no idea that it didn't seem like any big deal to me, but apparently it struck a weird chord with people, and they thought it was funny. And of course, Carribo made the most of that one. Yes. Oh, aren't you sweet?
I sold that one. And I got her hooked on Full Metal and everything else. I told her about the donut store.
Oh my God. You guys. No, there is what? Oh no, you're not going to make me put one of those in my mouth again, are you? No, I love you. You actually think you can put your pressure on me, huh?